bit, it's actually a little bit smaller than a beach ball, right? So as our tools, and we're going to start off with the foam roller. We're going to lay it the same lengthwise as your mat, and you're going to go ahead and sit on it. Oh, right at the very end. And then what I want you to do is either hold on to the back of your hamstrings or gently just press your hands in, but just a gentle roll down. Come on down. Ooh, all the way down. And so you should, depending on the length of your body, be able to feel your head and your tailbone actually on the foam roller. So take the feet a little bit wider. The wider your feet, the better center of gravity. If they're closer, obviously you're going to feel a little more unstable on the foam roller. Draw the shoulders down. Keep the abs in tight. Just give me an inhale. And as you inhale, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. And then exhale, take them overhead. And then circle down and around the floor, back to your hips. And inhale, reach them up. For the dog to pass by, overhead, and circle around. I wore the same colors as Bobo today. We're matching. Don't you? No, I don't want to. No kisses. Inhale, reach the arms up. You want to go outside. Exhale, reach over. Now, as you're doing this snow angel, keep going as I let him out. I want you to notice that you're not opening up the rib cage. You're keeping it closed. Such a great smell of fall in the air. I could smell somebody burning a fireplace. So just notice your abdominals staying engaged. Just a couple more. So you're just warming up the shoulders here. And last one. So big inhale. Reach. And as you reach the fingertips, I want you to hold right here. But I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit towards each other, and you're spreading your scapula blades apart as you reach, and then draw them down. So the two chicken wings in the back, right in your upper back, I want you to wrap them around the foam roller. Inhale and reach, and exhale, and then wrap around. So as you wrap, you're really feeling your shoulders draw down away from the ears. And just give me a couple more of those. Using your breath. 2 more. Should actually feel good, especially if you got, up on your pillow wrong. And last one, and excellent. Taking the arms down by your side, so you can leave the hands on the floor, or you can reach the fingertips past your hips. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunching up. And coming all the way back down. So we're not looking for a big range of motion. Using the breath. If you need to, you can support your neck here. But I want you to feel your chin not pressed against your chest. Just relax. And keep going there. I'm going to lock Bobo out because I feel that breeze come through. More, you're not coming back in. Sorry, darling. So, still just warming up the core here. Maybe reaching up a little bit farther each time. Coming back down, articulating one vertebrae at a time. Good, reaching. We're going to do 2 more. Notice how strong you're feeling on this beautiful Saturday. And the last one. And excellent. All right, so we're going to inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then you're going to exhale, and you're going to come all the way up. But I want you to notice you're going to use your arms. So let's inhale to prepare again. Exhale, reach. And then come up and sit up nice and tall. Yes, good. And then tuck in one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way back down slow. Again, this is where you want to keep your feet wider. You do want to kind of push the heel into the floor a little bit and use your legs. So inhale, reach the arms overhead. Swing the arms up. See if you can keep all feet flat on the floor, unlike I just did with one side. If one leg kind of kicks up, it's okay. Takes a little bit, and we're going to keep doing this, guys. So I'm not going to count how many. I want you to keep doing this for at least 1 minute. All right, this is the last one. Just use your arms. You can also just press into the floor. All right. Here, lay down. Right there. Good boy. Lay down. Sit. Good thing I'm watching the clock. So you have 30 more seconds. Sit. Good. See if it gets a little bit easier for you. And if you don't want to use the arms to where you're swinging them, you can place them on your hamstrings or across the chest. Obviously, if you've, got this down, you have completely like, okay, this is easy, then put the arms across the chest. You got less than 10 seconds right here. Give me one more. Let me see. Good. You guys look so good. Nice, Sarah. Sandy. Come on. I'm watching. And on your last one, go ahead and stay seated up. And then you're just going to hang on to the foam roller. Lift your tush off, and we're going to go into swan. So we're going to take it to the opposite way. It's at the front of your mat. Come on down. Take your feet apart as wide as the mat. Give myself a little bit more room here. And I want you to place your elbows on the foam roller, kind of out in front of you a little bit. Right actually underneath the elbow on the forearm. Okay, take the arms nice and wide, draw your shoulders down, keep your feet on the floor. Now the big thing of this is make sure you don't push your belly into the floor. Make sure you squeeze your glutes and engage the abdominals, okay? So we're gonna inhale and then we're gonna exhale. Press against the foam roller, roll it up and lift your chest, whatever feels best for you. Again, you don't wanna feel the pinch through the lower back. And release that down. Gaze is straight down at the floor. Inhale and exhale. Roll the foam roller. Use it to come up a little bit higher. Lifting the chest and rolling back down. And again, adjust the foam roller to where if it's coming all the way up to your wrist, perfect. If you need something underneath your pubic bone, if it's like mine, you're reaching against this hard floor, it won't come up as high, or I could put a towel underneath there. Nice. And let's do a couple more here. Again, when you get to that point where you're at your biggest extension, I just want you to hold it for a hot second and then release that down. When you do come up, keep the shoulders drawn down away from the ears. Beautiful, guys. Let's do one more. Press and release. Now, push the foam roller off in front of you, okay? Now, this is something interesting in my fascia class that I did. And they found that, I was talking with Sarah about this, but they found that babies, the whole crawling, and we're going to do this because it's going to make you feel good. I want you to place your palms kind of like a goalpost. So your elbows are on the floor and your palms are straight up from that. So you guys can see I'm just like this on the floor, okay? My feet are still nice and wide and relaxed down on the floor. My gaze is down. You can lift your chest a little bit, but I want you just to press your palms and your elbows into the floor and just kind of rock forward and back. You're probably not going to remember doing this as a kid, so stay down and you're just shifting your body forward and back, feeling the abdominals, a little bit of the chest, back and forth. And you feel your quadriceps even. So you're not lifting up. You're literally cleaning that floor like a mop. Except on your mat. It should actually feel pretty good. Keep your feet relaxed. Keep your legs relaxed. It's just, we're kind of bringing what? Hydration into the fascia. And also, people with digestive issues, this is actually a good thing for them. Now, what I want you to do is actually curl your toes under now. Yes. And then you're going to come up a little bit to where you're lifting your chest off of the floor, but you're still pressing your diaphragm and belly button into the floor. But now you're going to actually push through your feet. and then just shift forward and back. Push through your feet and feel the tummy being pulled in both directions. Feel the quadriceps, so your quadriceps still are kind of on the floor, and just breathe through it. Forward and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and push up, and then just kind of come back with your knees apart and sitting up, and just kind of see. Do you feel like a little more open through this area? What did that actually feel like? You guys will have to let me know later. I don't know. It kind of felt good for me. I was like, so they were saying like with even the fascia through this area, that actually is a good thing to do, especially if you have digestive system issues. All right, so we're going to come to the foam roller now. I realize sometimes that this is a little bit harder because of wrist issues. So if you want, you can actually do this on the floor. You don't have to do this with your hands on here. I'm going to keep my knees down. I'm going to take my hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Abs in tight. We're going to do 10 push-ups, okay? Let your elbows reach slightly to the side, bringing your chest down, and exhale, push away. Inhale down, and exhale, push away. So this creates the unstableness. Takes a little bit more core. I love it. Remember, push your chest to the floor. Keep your shoulders down. Good. We got 5 more. Bobo? No. 3 more. And last one. And perfect. Take the knees apart and just reach the hips back into child's pose. And as you're going through child's pose, bring that foam roller right again underneath the elbows or the wrist. And I just want you to roll up and down that forearm. Just roll up and down that forearm a couple times. There we go. Kind of push into it. See how it feels. And excellent. Okay, take the foam roller, set it off to the side. And you're going to be on your knees. So if you need something, a towel or a little pillow underneath your knee, go ahead and do it here. I'm going to take that leg. I'm facing 12 o'clock. I'm going to take my right leg off, and I'm just making sure that my knee is in the same direction as my toe. Obviously, the farther I reach that out there, the more I'm going to feel the stretch, this active stretch through the inner thigh. So sit up nice and tall, push that leg out there a little bit, and just push into it, and then push away. So get into that. That knee should not be going over past the toe. Maybe it's coming close, but again, just kind of adjust it. You should feel deep within that inner thigh and opposite leg. And press. Just breathe into it. And mess with it a little bit. You can take it a little more to the side, a little more in front. Now we're going to add on to this. We're going to take the left hand, this one, press it on the floor, and lift the leg. And then just push into it, press it on the floor, extend the leg. Reach. So depending on your core, depending on where you place that hand, it's going to make you strong, nice and long, or if you get it closer, you're going to feel a little more unstable. So do what feels best for you. Reach out of that hip all the way through the femur, through the toe. Lengthen and holding that leg there. Reach, push, nice active stretch, and lengthen. Let's do 2 more. Make sure that you're not collapsing through that shoulder hand, that left side. Last one, I want you to hold. Okay, so is your foam roller near you still? Hopefully it is, because I want to add this, make this a little bit tougher. So I want you to put the hand on the foam roller. Sorry, guys. Now, lengthen the leg and make sure it's right about hip level. That's going to work that abductor a little bit more. Point the toe, tap the floor, straight back up. Tap the floor, straight back up. Now notice your shoulder that you're leaning into. Lift out of it. Use the obliques, nice and tight. Lift and lower. So again, once you get it to that highest point, hold it there for that hot second. Lift. And breathe. So you're nice and long. With the glass. Great. Your abs are in tight. You're breathing through this. Got it. 15 seconds. I am already feeling these. Try to avoid, Sarah, letting that leg drop. So if you have to, you won't lengthen it or you won't reach it as high. It can be like this, but avoid that gravity pushing that leg back. And last one. Good. Take the opposite hand, and then you're just going to spin around in this position right here. So you're kind of back on all fours. So palms are in line with the shoulders on the foam roller or the floor. Okay, foam roller is just a little bit harder. Now, lifting that leg, okay, straight up, nice and long. Take it to the outside of the left leg or the mat, and then up and over and to the side. So look where I'm at. I'm right here facing you with that right foot. I reach it up, whoops, getting a cramp in my foot, and over to the opposite side. So I think of these as rainbow. Tap and up and over. Try to avoid any hip movement. Just breathe through it. Lengthen the arms. Spiral the elbows towards each other. Nice and strong through your core, through your shoulder base. Yes. Reach it up. Low. We have 30 more seconds through this rainbow. Big range of motion. Give me what you can. I start to always collapse through that. So I'm reaching through my right, my left arm. I always start to just soften that elbow. I want you to really push against the foam roller and lengthen it. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring it back to where the toe is tapping the floor and you're nice and long. I'm just going to scoot back a little bit so I have a little more room. So we're going to go into a push-up, but you're going to roll the foam roller forward, okay, and here, and then kind of bring it back. So push the foam roller out in front of you a little bit. It's like a seesaw or teeter-totter. As I go down, it's going to roll forward just a little. My leg is going to go to the ceiling, and then I push away and then bring it back up. So the foam roller moves just a little bit. Ready? Inhale and exhale, push away. If you want, you can hold the foam roller in position. You don't have to move it. But as your head and chest go to the floor, reach the foot to the ceiling. Feel that glute activate. Yes, that's it. Good. Give me 10 seconds. Excellent. You got it. You got it. Come on. And one more. And perfect. Now hold that leg right here. Bring the heel towards the glute. My donkey kicks, right? So lift up out of the rib cage. You're still nice and strong. And I want you to bring the knee down and push the heel to the ceiling. Now you're only pushing it as high as you can without feeling a pinch through the back. The upper body is silent. Drive the heel up through the ceiling. There we go. Press it up. And press it up. Hold it for that hot second. So this is the glute max, the top of that glute. Gives it the most shape, right? Push it up, squeeze it. Love me donkey kicks, yes. Push. You got it, guys, less than 10 seconds. And you are feeling that opposite leg and glute because it's stabilizing, right? You're kind of leaning into it a little bit. And excellent, give me one more. Hold it up there and pulse it for 10, 9, get it up there, 8, come on, 7, higher, higher, Sandy, 6, 5, 4, higher, Lisa, 3, 2, and 1, and set that knee down, child's pose, reach the knees apart, reach the hands forward. Excellent job. All the way back up. Keep that foam roller out in front of you, off to the side. We're going to grab it, and we're back on the opposite side with the knee. So I'm going to take that foot here. Now, and remember, one side might be tighter. It's weird. When I'm laying in bed and I kind of take my leg out to the side. It's always my left, and I feel like I want to pop it, and sometimes I do actually have to pop it. So this side usually is my stronger side. So we're kind of just push into it and push away. There you go. And always be aware what's happening through your body. Shouldn't really be any clicking, any, pain, discomfort. Stretch, yeah, okay. I kind of like to sometimes take a little bit to the side, a little bit to the front. Two more. And we're going to add that right arm. Reach back, extend the leg. Push into it, reach back, and extend the leg. Not on the foam roller, just the floor. When you do reach, think about pushing it out there so you have some lengthening of your body. Yes. Good. And opening the chest when you take that arm behind you. Breathe through it slow. You want to feel the movement. Good. 10 seconds. Actually, we do really match, Bobo. Let's do one more. And excellent. Hold that, right? So you're here, nice and long. You're going to grab the foam roller, yeah? You lift and lower. Nice and long, lift and lower. You do it on the floor. Again. Remember, you're working both directions, so you want to control gravity. Low. You can go a little faster on the up. Curl the toe under. And think of lengthening through your spine. Lift and lower. Good. We have 20 seconds. Wow. I'm feeling these from the curtsy. What's you looking at, Danny? Don't charming me. Yes. 10 seconds. Last one. And perfect. Okay. So you're coming around with a foam roller. Lengthen that leg. Okay. Lift up out of the shoulders. Abs are in tight, so I don't want to see the collapse. I don't want to see it too high. Nice flat back. Great. Take the toe out to the side. Rainbows. And over. Reach up. Beautiful. High arch rainbow. Up and over. Work out, Bobo. Yeah, if you're getting some sway through your back, try to avoid going as high. Right? But you want that glute, abductor, inner thigh. And why are you pushing me? Thank you. Oh no, no love bite. Your love bites hurt. But too big a teeth. Keep it going. Good. And one more. And excellent, guys. Okay, so that leg is straight behind you. But this time on the push-ups, I want you to do triceps. The only difference with triceps, the foam roller is not going to move. Leg is going to be long, okay? I'm going to squeeze my elbows towards my hips, towards my body. Foot still goes to the ceiling. Push away and come all the way back down. There's 10 of these. Are you ready? Easy to move, Bubba. Here we go. 3, 2, inhale. You're limiting my kick, buddy. Hey. Thank you. 4. Yeah, maybe you did extra because I stopped. 5 more. Keep your head past the foam roller. Good. 1 more. Come on, why not? 1 more. And excellent. All right, so bring that heel in and knee comes down. Lift up out of the shoulders. Hey, don't touch that ball. No. and push the heel to the ceiling. All right, donkey kick. He's getting pissed. You can tell. He's like, I'm gonna grab that. So drive it up. Now, if this is too much, you can come down onto your forearms on the foam roller. You can also do this on the floor. So many modifications, regressions, or progressions. Use it up for 20 seconds. Go. What are you doing? Go through that. Yeah, I know you understand. And we're going to hold it at the top. We have 5 seconds. The last one, hold it up and pulse it for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come all the way down. Child's pose. Take both hands over to one side. Push into that opposite hip. And then I'm having a dog attack. And then switch, guys. Do this. Push into a twisted hip. Knock that out. Knock that head. Stop. Okay. All right. And come on up. I'm not going to get picked up. No, it's not right. Okay. So this is where the ball comes in. Now, this little ball, so we're going to do just a calf, a little bit of calf stretch. I want to do the hamstrings first. This little ball works, but I'm going to, what you want to do is place the foam roller in the middle of the calf and take the ball and place it at the base of your back, or anywhere, right at the top of the butt crack. Okay? So I'm just going to lean back. I'm going to press my palms actually into the floor. And I'm going to let the ball do kind of the work. I'm going to come up on the ball, and it goes up to my butt, and I roll. And then I roll all the way down to the back of my knee, and then back up. So if your ball's kind of flat, it, you know, with mine, I really let a lot of air out for the class that I did. Otherwise, if you have this big one, or a beach ball, it just kind of helps you to actually have that angle. And it's so much easier than lifting your butt off the floor, right? Just roll up and down the calf. Good. And then we're going to go into the hamstrings that you just worked with. Same thing. Adjust that ball. And come up and roll down and all the way back up. And it actually kind of feels good on your back. So I'm on the hamstrings now. With that ball. So normally, I just kind of lift my butt and do this, which is a lot more work into the shoulders. If people have shoulder injuries or issues with their shoulders, this kind of helps them out. You need to roll back and forth under the hamstrings. Good. And excellent. Put that ball off to the side. All right. So grab the ball. Come on down. The foam roller is right there. And I actually want you to come on down, and take the ball between your feet, so your butterfly, and let the knees go out wide. Okay? So just relax your hands on the floor. Head, upper body is going to stay relaxed on the floor. I want you to feel the imprint of your spine into the floor. Okay? So keep the knees out wide. Inhale, exhale, lift, and then lower back down. So spread those knees, get that inner thigh working. Lift, and set it back down slowly. Lift. So the objective is kind of, if your butt could wink at somebody standing over there, you want to lift it off the floor. And you can use your hands a little bit, but try to lift, hold, and set it back down. Deep within the pelvic floor. Squeeze the P muscle, bend the obliques. Lift. What is up? Dan, will you let him out? Call him. There we go. It's kind of intimidating, your dog looking overhead. He looks like a Shar-Pei from this angle. Shar-Pei Great Dane. Give me 2 more. Use that ball. Don't you dare let it drop. And last one. And perfect. Now, you can hold your legs in this position, or you can bring them all the way down to the floor. You're still holding. Bring my foam roller. You can either leave your foam roller there. I'm going to let my legs really butterfly and open up. So I brought my feet to the floor. Soles of the foot are facing each other, and I'm squeezing that ball. Now we're just going to do the upper body. So reach the hands behind your head, supporting the neck. Inhale, exhale, crunch up, and release. Good. Let the knees just butterfly out. You're still holding the ball, yes? Soles of your feet are still facing each other? Yes, sir? There you go. And just now, from the xiphoid process down to the belly button, feeling that work? Yeah, you know what's coming. We're going to put these 2 together. Butterfly core. And each time, get to the point where you're at that top point. Hold and then release up. And breathe. If anything, just breathe. Try not to hold your breath. It tends to push your stomach out. Oh no, draw it in. Good, guys. We have 5 seconds. And if you need a break, take it. Otherwise, we're just going to put these 2 together. Here we go. Lift the legs, crunch up. Bring the knees, elbows to the knees, and lower back down. Inhale, exhale, crunch up. Now again, if you can't lower your legs all the way to the floor because your lower back comes off the floor, then your range of motion for your legs is going to be right here probably, a lot shorter. The knees are way apart. How far apart can we get those knees? Butterfly. Now, this is bringing the lower to the upper toe. You have a string from the pubic bone all the way to the top. Feel it. Tighten it every time. And breathe. And you got 30 seconds. Can you still give me a little butt lift off of that floor? There, get those knees wide. You can do it. You can do it. So it's not between your ankles. It's between your feet. Open up the hips. Open up those hips. We all need some hip opening. You got it, guys. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax back down. Let the feet come to the floor, hip width apart. Relax the hands down. Just let the knees fall over to one side. Feel that stretch through the hip flexor. And windshield wipers. Very slow, intermittent, pause, whatever feels best for you. I'm just going to kind of gradually go side to side. The feet wide. And excellent. All right, if your foam roller is near you, grab it. You're going to put your feet on the foam roller, right in the arch, about hip width apart. You're going to take that ball, now that's going to be between your inner thighs. Okay, we're going to bridge. So the closer the foam roller is to your glutes, or to your butt, is what? Glutes. The farther away, if I bridge, is what? Hamstring. Easy to remember, so bring it in as close as you can. We're going to hit the glutes first, and then we'll do the hamstrings. Relax the shoulders down. Start to tuck through the tailbone, 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way up into that bridge. Hold at the top, and give me 10 squeezes through the inner thigh of the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Come on, pop that ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. And same way back down, 1 vertebrae at a time from the top. Last thing to come down is the tailbone. And back up, articulate, curl, and lift, and squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze, back down, hold that squeeze, coming back up. Now hold at the top, and without dropping the ball, I want you to extend the right leg. Just the right leg, your hips are still lifted, and press it in for 10, for 9, 8. No, hold that right leg up. 7, 6, inner thigh only. 5, on that side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that foot back down and lower back down. Wow, did you feel that hamstring and glute? Here we go. Lift, bridge, hold. This is nice and tight. Glutes are tight. Reach down. Are they tight? All right, extend that left leg. Reach. Hips didn't drop, and press in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Set the foot down. Don't set the butt down. And then slowly set the butt down. We're going to keep progressing this. Stay with me. I know how strong you guys are. You can do this. All right, inhale, exhale. Lift up. Extend the right leg. And press it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring that right foot. Set it down. Hips are still lifted. Walk the foam roller away from you as far as you can where the foam roller is on the heels. And then squeeze it back in. And then lower back down. So that just kicked in more hamstring. Yes? Inhale, exhale. Bridge up. Hold. Extend the left leg. Press it in for 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Set the foot down. Push the feet away. Roll it out as far as you can. And roll it back in. And then set it back down. Oh yes, we have more of these. Again, that roll out with that foam roller. You have really strong hamstrings and they're not cramping on you, you'll be able to roll it way out, but just make sure that your hips aren't lowering closer to the floor. Keep it in that same distance. All right, inhale, exhale, we'll bridge up on the right leg. Press it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if I was really mean, I'd make you do single leg roll out. Set the foot down, roll the foam roller out away from you, pull it back in, and lower back down. And if you want to try, guys, we'll try them on the next one. Okay. Inhale, exhale, lift, extend that left leg, press it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the foot down, roll it out. Pull it back in. Let's do 10 of these. Roll it out. You're still squeezing the ball. It hasn't dropped. 9 and 8. I can only go to my heels. I feel those hands. 7. Slow and controlled. Hips are not moving. 5 more. Woo. 3 more. Yes, you can. 2. And last one, and slowly come all the way back down, picking that ball off to the side, bringing the knees into the chest. Just kind of side to side. Nice work, guys. I'm going to take a second here, kind of stretch the hamstrings a little more inner thigh. So I want you to reach around back of your calf, grab the inside of your feet, just give me a happy baby. Kind of pressing your elbows into the back of the hamstrings around the knee area. And as you go side to side, just feel that deep inner thigh stretch as well as your hamstrings. Just breathe, feel the shoulders relax. Good. Unthread. Hug the knees and just rock up. And we're going to do some upper back with the foam roller. So take the foam roller to your bra line. Okay? And what I want you to do is then just roll towards the neck and then back up. So this is as well, you could use the foam roller under your butt, your hips, and then I can roll, and then I don't have to actually lift my butt, right? This places a little bit, I'm going to get my shirt involved, but places a little bit different angle. You can lift your arms, you can kind of angle to one side, but don't go too much lower than that bra line. So if it feels good, be gentle. If you take it to one side, you're going to get a little more probably into the lat, or a little bit more. Ooh, yep. Some buffaloes from yesterday. Or just keep it straight, forward and back. Opposite side. And the foam roller just kind of acts as another bender ball. This is another tool to kind of help you fluidly move across that foam roller, right? Good. And set it off to the side. We're going to roll the inner thigh because I know you guys have not been doing this and you need this. Okay. So I'm going to lay lengthwise of my mat, okay? And I'm going to hike up my left leg. Kind of just off to the side. Now I'm going to take the foam roller and put it almost the length of the mat, and then take it underneath, right underneath the knee. So I'm like this. So my foot, other foot just on the floor. And you can take the ball underneath the opposite hip, and now I'm just going to roll all the way to the pubic bone, and then right on the inside of that knee. We always forget about that area, right? So my opposite hip, my leg is on the foam roller, opposite hip is on that ball, and it just kind of helps me be a little more gentler on that area, I should say, because this area for me is always tight. I never feel it until I actually do this. Remember, you can also bend and just kind of go up and down a little bit like we did when we were doing that baby crawl, just forward and back. Yep. And just hydrate. Get some, right down in there, some fluid. Remember, don't forget to go even closer to that inner thigh, near the pelvis. Oh. Keep the oohs and the ahs down the minimal. And then if you're good on that side, guys, let's take it to the opposite side. Go. Other side comes out. I'm going to push and then take it. So I kind of like this ball under my hip, especially because I got to kind of have a little bit of bony hip bone, so it doesn't have to go on the floor. It gives me that cushion. You can also flex and extend your bottom part of your leg, right? If I find an area that's tight, I like to do that a couple times and then roll across it again. Remember, you want movement kind of in all planes, in all directions, right? Not just going this way side. You want to kind of find that area that's a little bit tighter and just kick the heel up towards the butt. Let it swing a little bit and just feel it. Oh yes. Maybe like 10 seconds. I love it, Sarah. Your dog's rolling too. Like, this is great, Mom. We should do this more often. And last one, guys. Excellent job today. That was awesome. I love it. So hopefully I gave you some more tools to use in your toolbox, guys. So good. You have to let me know. Comment. Smash that like button on my YouTube channel. Awesome work.